Hello everybody and welcome to my channel Love, Truth, and Wisdom Tarot Guidance. My name is Sharnetta. I hope you all are having an enjoyable day or evening wherever you are. So today I'm here to bring you another pick a card reading, and today's topic is going to be what message do you need to hear right now. So this is going to be a message from your angels, your spirit guides, just the universe in general, giving you a message. So whenever you find this reading, you are meant to hear this message. Divine timing, synchronicity at its best here. So we have 4 piles. We have pile number 1 is the copper stone pile. And then pile number 2, we have the amethyst. Pile number 3, we have the clear quartz. And then pile number 4, we have the hematite crystal. I love hematite. It's my favorite stone. So feel free to pick more than one if you feel guided to do so. There may be messages in other piles that you need to hear, so always trust your own guidance, listen to your own intuition. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Don't make it fit if it doesn't fit. I am doing personal readings right now, so if you feel guided to get a personal reading for me, that information will be down below. And then I just want to give a big thanks to all of you for liking, sharing, subscribing, all your support, all your kind words. Oh my God, I'm so appreciative of every single one of you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I love you all. I love reading your comments, and you all are so nice and so sweet and so wise and funny. I just love every single one of you. So thank you so much for supporting me. So without further ado, let's get on to your reading. Hello, pile 1. If you chose the copper stone, this is your reading for the message you need to hear from the universe, your spirit guides, your angels, from above, basically. So first thing I'm picking up here is that a lot of you who picked this pile are going through a spiritual evolution, a spiritual change, a spiritual shift. There is a new spiritual path that you are going down here. And I think this is a new path to you because with this, we have the garden and the gate card in reverse, number 30. And this card speaks about a spiritual pursuit. But in the reverse, it speaks about kind of needing to go a little deeper, kind of needing to go a little deeper on this new path of yours. So what I'm picking up is I feel like you may have been really obsessed with like what was going on in the world and worldly issues and everything like that, and now you're kind of going within, you're kind of reflecting, you're doing a more spiritual outlook or perspective on the worldly issues that you see here. And I feel like a lot of you could also be wanting to start a spiritual career or a spiritual project, something to earn income or earn or gain material abundance. But I do feel like there's a few challenges here because we do have a couple reversals, and this means there's like a block or some type of stagnation, some type of delay. We do have the late card, so there's a delay here that I see, which is weird because we have opportunity and a new start is coming. So it's here. I feel like it's just delayed because the universe doesn't want you. I feel like the universe is saying you're missing something. They don't want you to miss something. They want you to see every piece, every detail of your path, of this path. They want you to see everything clearly from a very clear perspective. They want you to see both sides to the situation, to this new journey. They want you to consider what it would mean to go down this new journey, what it would mean to start this new business, to start this spiritual path, to start this spiritual journey, because it's going to take a lot of consistency. It's going to take a lot of congruency. It's going to take a lot of responsibility. This is like a new thing you're doing. You're learning how to take responsibility for your life. You're learning that you are responsible for your own destiny, for your reality, for the way you live your life. And I feel like, we do have the challenge card here, which speaks about delays, detours, but it's beneficial. It's happening for your own good. It's happening because there's like a test, almost like a test. I hate saying that, but it's almost like there's a test before you level up to the next level of your ascension process. So there's something you may need to rethink. There's something that you may need to revise. I feel like Spirit is really sending you a lot of signs on what this is. It has something to do with your foundation. It has something to do with a missed opportunity or an opportunity that has been presented to you, but you seem to be delaying it or not going for it or not, embarking on this opportunity for whatever reason. And I feel like your intuition is speaking really loud and clear right now about why that's happening. It could be because I'm sensing fear. I'm sensing fear of communication, fear of speaking. So maybe whatever you want to do requires you to speak your truth, requires you to speak differently. And by speaking differently, I mean like speaking from a place of like a higher perspective, basically. Speaking from a place of consideration of both sides, speaking from a place of compassion, of intuitive knowledge, esoteric knowledge. And I feel like this is something new to you and you're feeling challenged by it, obviously, because it's something new and you're not used to it. But the challenge also is coming from a place of resisting something going on in your environment, something that you would have to change completely, something that you would have to change to the point where you can never go back to it. It's done. With the Death in reverse and the Tower in reverse, this is really a really significant change that is going on in your life right now that requires you to think differently, to behave differently, to act differently. And once you kind of get that going and get that routine going and become kind of comfortable with your new perspectives, your new sense of self, this opportunity will look way different, because I feel like this opportunity has already presented itself to you. It's there, it's been there, but you haven't been taking it because you're feeling a little bit like maybe you're not ready. Maybe you just don't feel like, I don't know, maybe I feel like whatever you're doing is very unconventional. It's something completely different. I feel like maybe people around you, you're worried about what they will think if you go down this path. I feel like you're getting caught up in old stories. You're kind of just telling yourself almost that you're going to fail before you even try the opportunity, or telling yourself a really negative story before you even go down this path. And this is happening because I definitely feel like the universe is triggering this within you so you can see the bigger picture, so you can accept what is, so you can not get so caught up in the details, not get so caught up of like, if I do this, then this will happen, or if I do this, then this person will say this, and this. It's like you're telling a whole story without even engaging in this new opportunity. And the story you're telling is not that great. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's kind of just a self-fulfilling prophecy that's really rooted in fear and lack and not wanting to change, afraid of change, which is totally fine. Like, we all have these moments where we're afraid of change, when we're doing something new. There's nothing wrong with that, but I do feel like it's stagnating you. It's making everything come later, and I don't feel like Spirit really intended it for it to come later. I mean, obviously everything happens for a reason, but you are stagnating yourself. I just feel like you're just kind of holding yourself back, and you don't need to, because all systems here are saying just do it, just go for it, just make sure your heart and mind are aligned. This is something that's really authentic. This is something that's new and different, but it also really aligns with your soul, with your knowledge, with what you know deep down. I feel like this is something that is gonna give you a lot of abundance, a lot of clarity, a lot of good luck, a lot of fortune, and this fortune comes in many, many opportunities to build a new foundation, even to move for some of you. I feel like maybe some of you want to move, but you're thinking like, okay, well, in order to move, I need this, and this to happen. And I feel like the universe is giving you those steps, but it's challenging to you because it requires something that you're not used to. It requires you stepping out of your comfort zone. It requires you to, like I said, think differently and to kind of detour. I feel like maybe this opportunity, you may be stalling because it doesn't look how you wanted it to look or how you thought it should look, but it is exactly what you need to give you what you want in the long run, if that makes sense. So the garden and the gate, like I said, this speaks about realizing, that you can make a lot of money, you can make a lot of abundance, prosperity, whatever, doing something in this new spiritual pursuit of yours. So there may be doubt that you won't be able to be financially stable or financially secure doing what you want to do. And that is just a fear or just some type of, I don't feel like it's your opinion. I feel like it's just maybe something you were told or growing up or something that people have told you, because it's not true. Whatever you're telling yourself about this new pursuit, about creating your own path and being more aligned and trailblazing this new opportunity and this new achievement is going to bring you a lot of rewards, a lot of abundance. But you're gonna have to, it's like there's a balance here. There needs to be a balance between your spiritual priorities and your material priorities. So I feel like your material priorities are not being met through this, or you think they're not going to be met through this spiritual pursuit, like I was saying. And I feel like the universe is just saying, trust yourself, trust what you know, trust the universe, because they have something really, really special for you. They have something really more than you can imagine to give to you if you start this new path. And they want you to know that you can bring this wonderful spiritual focus into any endeavor you want to, you know? It doesn't have to be this way. It doesn't have to look a certain way. It just has to feel the way that you want it to feel, which is heart-mind alignment. It needs to feel like abundant and joyful and clear and not, confusion. It has to feel like you are, I don't know, I'm getting stars, like seeing stars or something. Like, it has to feel good. Pay attention to how it feels, not so much to how it looks, because I feel like a lot of you could be paying attention to how something looks and not how something feels to you when you do it. But I do feel like the universe is willing to fill your life with a lot of beauty and joy, and they want you to expect the unexpected. And there's a lot of joyous synchronicities that are around you right now, but for some reason, I feel like it's just being blocked right now because of this death in this tower. And the death in the tower, like, together, like I said, is a really, really big change. It's two major arcanas. The death represents, a transformation. It's a reminder when it's in the upright. I mean, either way, but it's a card of transformation. It's shedding what's old and familiar to become something new. And you have a new start is coming with the opportunity here. And in order to do that, you have to break old habits and release which doesn't serve you and make room for something better. But since it's in reverse, there's resistance to that. There's some type of obsession with the past, or obsession with an old way of thinking, an old way of being, an old way of doing something. And it's, like I said, it's stagnating you. And then the tower kind of just reiterates that. It speaks about, it speaks about, like, living in an illusion, and, like, you have to remove the mask. You have to kind of tell the truth. You have to expose the truth in the situation in order to change it. And change is difficult for a lot of us. And with the tower, it'll shake your world. What's familiar will be broken down, and, you have to be removed from your comfort zone. And the tower is almost like an ego, like death type of thing. So you have to let the ego fall away so that something new can begin. So I feel like you are, like, spirit is guiding you to this awakening, this change, this upheaval, but you are denying it for some reason. You're avoiding it out of fear. You're reluctant because you don't know what's on the other side, which is fair. You're unknown, but you have all the knowledge here with this High Priestess being the first card out, and it's in the upright. It's the only card that's upright in the tarot, in your tarot spread. You know more than you think. You are very wise. You have really, like, profound intuition when it comes to, like, life in general, honestly, but especially when it comes to this new thing that you want to do, or this new elevation or ascension process you're going through that will bring you a lot of opportunities and abundance. But you just have to trust yourself. And I know that's really difficult. I'm just feeling such a difficult, reluctant energy to that. And, like, I feel like a lot of you are saying, I know, but it's like doing it, knowing it and doing it is something totally different. I get that. And Spirit is just really needing you to trust. I feel like you've been in this energy for a while, honestly. Like, with the late here, you've been in this energy, like, more than you need to be, basically. Almost like this is just waiting for you. This opportunity, this new beginning has just been waiting for you. You'll never miss an opportunity that's meant to be yours. Like, what's yours is meant to be yours, but you can delay it. And I feel like you've been delaying it for quite some time. And Spirit is just really asking you to stop, stop delaying it. Like, it's for you. You're there. You have this. Stop getting so caught up in old details or minor details or old stories about what could happen or what if this happens. You're a trailblazer. You are, you need to consider your heart and your mind. You are authentic. It's like this whole new world, this whole new path, this whole new way of being is just probably just scaring this crap out of you, which is fair. I feel like you're going through a really big rebirth or spiritual transformation ascensions thing. So just trust yourself. Honestly, we have 3 major arcanas. This is a major change, a major shift, a major new way of thinking. And I feel like a lot of this could be with you maybe need to maybe be in a place of gratitude, because with the 4 of Cups reverse, this could be like you could be having a hard time being grateful for what you have, being grateful for where you are, what's around you. I feel like you could be bored. I feel like you could even be maybe a little bit, or maybe you think or feel a little bit depressed with some stuff, but there's no need to be depressed. It's all the way you're thinking. It's all about your perspective and the way you're seeing things. This is asking you to meditate more, because I feel like a big discontent energy right now. And maybe you feel inexperienced with what you're doing, but Spirit is saying you're not inexperienced. You know exactly what you're doing. You know exactly what you want. You just have to see it from a different perspective, because it's being presented to you in a way that you're not used to, or in a way that you feel like is just not something like, it's being presented in a way where I feel like are just thinking like, that's not what I want, because you've seen it before or you've been through it before. And this is a test. Like, I feel like the universe is definitely testing you, because whatever's being presented to you right now is going to help you glow up, grow up, and be on your way on this new authentic path. And like I said, so this new start coming, this is really, really positive. This is a new moon. So it could be around the new moon that you get this awakening or clarity, or this just new perspective, or you're seeing things from the other side, from another perspective, where you are kind of in this place of really coming into your feminine energy, I feel. Oh my God, I hope you're understanding. I feel like this reading is all over the place, because I feel like your energy may be a little bit pulled in different directions or scattered all over the place. You're not that centered. You're not really firm or stable right now. I would consider doing a lot of root chakra work, listening to some root chakra meditations, because right now you are being like kind of pushed to upheaval a lot and change a lot right now. And with the High Priestess being here, it's the High Priestess is in between worlds. She embodies the eternal feminine spirit, and she's the guardian of the unconscious. And she just, it's like it's like you need to go inward, listen to your own feelings, listen to your own intuition, because your subconscious is really kind of running the show right now. And right now your subconscious is triggering you and making you feel like you can't move, making you feel like you are depressed or sad or bored, and you're not. Like, everything you need is right in front of you. And you have a lot of wisdom and a lot of serenity surrounding you, but I feel like you're just repressing a lot of that. You're not trusting your intuition. You're not telling yourself the truth. It's like you're keeping secrets, or people could be keeping secrets from you. I feel like you're keeping secrets from yourself, and I feel like maybe this message is telling you that your subconscious is holding a lot of secrets that you need to bring up consciously, if that makes sense. You're also afraid of loss. You're afraid that you're going to lose, you're going to fail, you're going to just not have the abundance that you need. And all of this is lies. I'm telling you, all of this is not true. It's completely and utterly not true. You have opportunity and new start coming. Obviously, this is like a confirmation from Spirit saying you are going to have this new start. Do not worry. You don't have to worry about anything. Just trust yourself and trust that you know what's going on. Trust that you will guide yourself to where you need to be. because this new start and opportunity is very auspicious, and it's really positive, and it's really exciting. It's like new developments are coming into your situation, and you're blessed. I feel a big blessed energy here, but it's so kind of bogged down by doubt and fear and worry that you can't really see that you are blessed. So the universe is sending you this message that it's telling you you're going to start all over again eventually. So whether you come out of this or not, I feel like spirit is gonna push you out of it, because you can only be in this energy for so long. So they don't want to push you out of it. I feel like they want to give you that option to get out of it yourself, just because when spirit does something or universe does something, it's pretty like blunt, straightforward. I don't want to say harsh, but it's for your own benefit. It's for your own good. You've just been in some type of energy way too long, and they want you out of it so you can reap the rewards of what you want. The universe is always blessing you. It's always on your side. It's always in your favor. So whatever the universe brings to you, it's always for a reason. So just know that your desired outcome is here. Even though you're feeling like all this stagnant, delaying energy, this is just a cycle, and you're going to move into a new cycle. So this cycle is a new clean slate, whether it's your job, your career, where you live, friendship, relationship, whatever the case may be, because whatever you're in or whatever you used to be in was very toxic. Honestly, I'm picking that up. Maybe that's why I'm picking up this like heavy energy. It was really toxic. It wasn't for your highest good. It taught you a lot of lessons, but you don't need to be in that energy anymore. And so what the universe is doing is clearing that up right now, so something new and fresh can come on in for you. So they want you to forget about the past. Believe in your dreams. Believe your dreams can manifest, and you will start to feel like better and more hopeful about getting what you want. I just feel like right now, make your wishes, lay down your intentions for this new cycle. Like focus on the new, focus on what you want, not what you don't want. It was basically like the main message here. So yeah, I hope that understood. I'm sorry if it was kind of all over the place. So the main message here is focus on what you want, not what you don't want. Yes, you're being challenged right now, being tested. Follow your intuition, follow your signs. Think before you act. Check in with yourself before you move. You may need to revise a couple things, but you are starting this whole new path that is brand new to you and is very unknown, but your soul knows it. It's like your ego and your monkey mind, your human self doesn't, but your soul knows what it's doing. Trust your soul, trust your intuition, observe everything. If people are bringing drama to you, don't get caught up in the drama. Don't get caught up in the stories that people tell you. If you listen to the news, stop listening to the news so much and trust your intuition. Trust that you can do whatever you want to do with your life, and there's no one controlling you but you, and you are the co-creator. You and the universe are co-creating what you want in your reality. So I'm going to leave it here. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this provided you with some type of guidance and clarity to your situation. Everything is going to work out just fine. More meditation, more checking in with yourself, and more just telling yourself a better story, I feel like is your cure here, or your advice here. So so thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending you all so much love and light, and I will talk to you all later. Take care. Hello, Pile 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Amethyst crystal, this is your reading for what message you need to hear today, right now, from the universe, from spirit, from above. So a couple things here. First thing I'm sensing is that I feel a lot of you who chose this pile have maybe been through a very difficult past. I want to say unloving past. So whether this means you were in a very toxic relationship romantically, or just had a lot of toxic relationships in a general sense, I feel like it really has taken a toll on your heart chakra. It has really maybe very traumatic for some of you. Like, I feel like there's been a lot of trauma or drama in your life in the past, and I feel like this is passing. I feel like this is something you're aware of and you're trying to recover from, honestly, because we do have recovery here. So I do feel like you are in the process of recovering from it. I feel like there may have been something just recently that maybe re-triggered old trauma or old drama, and spirit is doing this for your own benefit so that you can kind of come up or have a new beneficial way of thinking about this trauma or drama or, whatever old trigger is coming up. So when I was pulling your cards, you had like 3 time cards fall out. So you have 1 day, 2 weeks from now, and 3 to 6 months. I feel like this is how long this is going to take for you to be fully recovered from whatever experience you've had in the past with whoever. I feel like these are not just one specific relationship. For some, it could be. I feel like for others, this is like just relationships with family, friends, romantic, whatever the case may be. There may be someone in particular that is triggering, that came up within the recent couple days or weeks here that has triggered you or has kind of presented or some type of dilemma or some type of drama or whatever the case may be. And the universe is really wanting you to respond from a loving place. Now, that doesn't mean to go back to the person that really hurt you or caused a lot of heartache to you. It just means kind of communicating to them from a place of love instead of from a place of hurt, of drama, of trauma. So I feel like maybe a lot of you have gone through a lot of trauma. This isn't going to resonate with some. I feel like this is a really specific message. So a lot of you have gone through a lot of trauma or have experienced a lot of trauma in your past. I do feel like this is passing because the future you want to create is here for you right now. You have already been doing this work, I feel like, but there's just something in particular that has triggered you to made you maybe relapse a little bit, or has made you question, or just maybe you reacted to this trigger in a way that was really triggering you as well. Like there's like a trigger moment here. But I feel like it's like, because we have the Page of Cups in reverse. So whoever triggered you or whatever this was, it was very like emotionally immature. It wasn't like, I want to say like it wasn't like a huge trigger, but it was something enough to really agitate you or annoy you or just make you feel like maybe the work that you've been doing is a waste of time, or maybe you just don't feel capable of overcoming this. And it stems from something in your childhood. Like there's like a missing piece here that stems from your childhood of why this particular person or situation keeps triggering or hitting that trigger within you. It's like there's something like deep in your subconscious that you haven't really brought up consciously, which is why this person keeps like popping up. It's like the universe is sending this person to you or the situation for you to notice what this person is triggering within you. And the universe wants you to know that you are fully capable of overcoming any trauma, drama, triggers, with any adversity. But I feel like you may be getting caught up in like the expectations of this whole situation or what it means to, maybe you feel like, you've been working so hard on yourself. Why are you still getting triggered? Or why is still drama, or, why is this trauma still coming up? Why is this person still popping up in your life? And it's popping up because you haven't, first of all, you're always going to be triggered. It's just the way you respond to it. It's just from, we're human. So we're always going to feel like, not on our best. We're always going to feel triggered by something or someone. And it comes up to show us how to respond to it differently. That doesn't mean you're not ever going to be triggered. It just means that the universe brings these things to us, or these people or situations to us, to respond differently, to create a new story. And so we can create a new story in the present by creating that new story in the present, we can create a new future for ourselves. Because I feel like you're just trying to be a better person. You're trying to be a person that is coming from a place of love, that responds instead of reacts, that's not easily triggered. And you're doing a great job. Like Spirit is really commending you for that and applauding you for that. And you're already that person that you want to be. You're already that person. You don't have to try so hard. You're already deserving of love. You already have arrived. You're already achieving your dream. Like, you just have to kind of let go. I feel like you're holding on to a lot of expectations of how things should look or how things should be. And that's not gonna happen. Like, Spirit's just like, it's gonna be how it's gonna be, but we want you to be able and capable of just, approaching it differently. Life is going to throw things at us that we don't have control over. There's people that's going to trigger us or make us mad or make us feel bad. There's people that's going to come into your life or circle, maybe not all the time, but you can't control how people or the life just works. You just have to approach it differently. And by differently, just responding instead of reacting, responding from a place of love instead of reacting from a place of trauma. So the more that you heal your trauma, or just the more that you're aware of your trauma, honestly, you're already like 80% there, you know what I mean? And the more that you can just, tell yourself you don't need to hold on to that trauma or any type of drama, or you don't need to hang on to that way of thinking, or, you can be yourself. You're already this lovable, perfect person, basically, in the eyes of the universe. You don't need to try any harder. You just need to be present and just respond instead of react. So I do feel like you're on this journey of finding your soul's purpose. I feel like you're very talented. I feel like you're on this path of a new loving future, of a new chapter in your life where it's just filled with unconditional love, universal love. You're changing your life, and you are changing your life by sharing your gifts, by sharing your talent, but you are a little scared about the reaction you're gonna get by sharing your talents and gifts, because they may be a little bit unconventional, but they are authentic to who you are. So I feel like maybe you shared your gift with someone and they didn't respond appropriately and it triggered you. So maybe looking into that trigger, you could be like, okay, so why did that person's response to me, opening up or sharing something with them trigger me? Maybe because I still had expectations of how I wanted that person to respond. I still need them to respond. I still need them to validate whatever I'm sharing. I still, and where does that come from? Maybe when I was little, I didn't get validated for, this painting that I drew my mom, or whatever the case may be. It's like that whole process. You have to go through step by step, and you're never gonna you can heal from it, yes, but it's always going to be there. You know what I mean? So the more that you can just aware of it and deal with it and love it, because you don't need to act that way anymore. You don't need to behave that way. You don't need people's validation anymore. Maybe you did when you were a kid for survival purposes, because you were dependent on surviving and living, but now you're an adult. You don't need to hold on to that anymore. You don't need anyone's validation but your own. You don't need anyone's approval but your own. You don't need to react from a place of, an inner child one, of immaturity, or whatever the case may be. You can respond from an adult place, from knowing your worth, knowing your value, and knowing that not everyone's going to agree with you. Not everyone's going to like what you say. You can't control how people respond to you. You can't control how people see you. All you can control is how you see yourself and how you respond, and your actions, your behaviors, and your thinking. That's all you can control. And I feel like this is going to be a really big theme for you for the next 3 to 6 months, honestly. I feel like maybe the 1 day and 2 weeks from now are going to test you in this process. I feel like you're going to be tested actually throughout this whole thing. But the 1 day from now and 2 weeks from now, I feel like you're really going to see yourself from the universe's perspective, from you already becoming that person that you want to become, from you achieving your dreams. You're going to see a really big shift and change in yourself. And this is again, a process. This isn't an everyday thing. This is a journey. You're never going to be completely healed, 100% healed, 100% whatever. You are already perfect. You are already deserving. You are already a divine spirit, guide, cosmic energy in general. So you don't need to really wait or think you have to wait to get something, or think you have to be 100% healed to do something. You're already that person. You're already that divine being. You just need to trust yourself and know that you know how to respond differently. You know who you are. You know what your trigger points are. You're aware of the trauma that you've experienced, and you're telling yourself the truth. And by doing this, you're igniting a whole new purpose for yourself, a whole new life, a whole new path, a whole new way of being and sharing your gifts to the world and to others, and especially to yourself. Because we have here the 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael, in reverse here. So there's a heart chakra blockage. So I would suggest listening to heart chakra meditations on YouTube. They have really good ones. But this is the chakra of love, compassion, self-acceptance, and when it's in reverse, there are some blocks to your heart center energy. So there could be some old issues of abandonment or grief, or, you could be just still brokenhearted from something, from a past relationship, from something in the past. But whatever it is, this energy is stopping you from really loving yourself. It's stopping you from caring for yourself, from attracting other loving people and other loving situations. And it's making you unhappy. There's like a little undercurrent thing of unhappiness that is kind of like fermenting your life, so to speak. So basically, Spirit is saying it's time to heal the old stuck stuff and move on. You know, don't bypass the pain or pretend it doesn't exist, because you can't heal it if you pretend it's not there. But instead, you know, ventilate it in your journal, you know, write it out, release it some way with an intention to be clear, happy, and in this place of self-love. Meditation is also really good on increasing the light in your heart center. Like I said, they have really good heart chakra meditations if that's something you're called to do, or you could just call on Archangel Raphael to help bring healing and clarity in your heart space, basically. So this is really saying to love yourself, to give yourself the approval that you used to need from others. So I definitely think this was like an approval thing that happened, or that has happened, or that will continue to happen until you respond differently, until you realize that you don't need anyone's approval or validation. This healing is going to take place, is already taking place, and will present you with a lot of happiness in return. So the universe just wants you to kind of, you know, again, we have don't let your past hold you back, South Node. So don't let your past hold you back. You are recovering. Just because you get tripped up or re-triggered again doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean you're unworthy. Doesn't mean you're wasting your time. Doesn't mean, you know, it just means, okay, look into that. Why did I, you know, and not even look into it. Just be like, okay, next time I know how to respond to this. Next time I know what this is. I know what this trigger is. I know what it is. Next time I want to be present and conscious. Just ask the universe, ask Archangel Raphael to help be present, to help open your heart more, to help see, you know, yeah, just be more conscious of what's going on, and not like, you know, beating yourself up for not responding in the way that you needed to respond. We're human. We're going to respond how we're going to respond. But just learning from it and knowing why you responded the way you responded, or why you reacted that way, is a really big key to happiness. Self-awareness, honestly, is like the key to happiness. That is like my slogan. The more that you are self-aware, like really self-aware of like why you act the way you act, why you respond the way you respond, you know, why you are the way you are, your traumas, your triggers, the more that you can navigate this world in a way where, like this life surfing card, where you feel capable of overcoming any adversities, that you're not afraid of adversities or challenges or conflicts, because you know who you are, you know how to respond, you know what that means, you know, and you don't have any expectations on how people respond to you or how the world should treat you. You know that you can deal with whatever the world presents to you. So basically approaching life like a sport. You just play the best game you can and hope for the best, and know that you did your best and you tried your best, and if not, then next time you'll get them next time. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. So that is what I see for you guys. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this presented you with some type of guidance and clarity to your situation. If not, feel free to pick another pile if you feel guided to do so. I'm sending you all so much love and light. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you all later. Take care. Hello, pile 3. If you chose the clear quartz crystal, this is your reading for what message you need to hear right now. So the first thing that's standing out to me is this judgment in reverse here. So when I see the judgment in reverse, so the judgment represents some type of self-evaluation. It means you're at a really crucial point, reaching a new life. It means, it talks about purging, and it means, you know, purging those things that are hindering you from your new life, from your renewed way of being, seeing things, doing things, all that fun stuff. And since it's in reverse, I feel like this is a lot about your self-doubt. This is a lot about maybe you being rejected by others, but most importantly, I feel like you are rejecting yourself. There's a blockage here, there's a stagnation, and it comes from this self-doubt and rejection. So we have here the angel of love in reverse. So the angel of love in reverse means there's like a blockage of love. There's like something going on where you are not in this place of really loving yourself at your fullest abilities. I feel like maybe for a lot of you, you're pretending that you're in this place of love, or you're kind of presenting yourself to others like you got it, like you're confident, like you're secure, like you know what's going on. But deep down, there's this call for you to be authentic, to take off the mask, to be more honest with yourself about what you're really feeling. Because right now, I feel like you're not really feeling yourself. You're not really feeling that good on the inside. Maybe on the outside, it's different, but on the inside, I'm feeling a lot of kind of doubt and internal energy that is being resisted, that you're kind of just not wanting to show others. You're not even really wanting to tell yourself about it. You're rejecting kind of your shadow side right now. And so light and shadow side, we all have both. We need both. As long as you're human, you're gonna have a shadow side. So this is a strong message to really get to know your shadow side, get to know your shadow self, those parts of you that you don't like to show to others, that you don't even like to show to yourself, those parts of you that you hide from yourself and from others, anything that you're ashamed of, that you feel guilty of, any insecurities, flaws, whatever they may be. Everyone is different. Those are the parts that need the most love, that need the most acceptance for you to fully come into your own and fully accept yourself and not reject yourself. Because until you do so, no matter how good you look on the outside, no matter how well you present yourself to be loving and all this stuff, you are always going to attract what's going on within. You are an energetic, cosmic force, divine being. So if there's something going on that you don't feel good within yourself, you are going to be presented by that with people, places, things. Certain people are going to reject you, or they're going to doubt you, and it's just mirroring something that's going on within. So that's a really strong message that's coming up. So with the angel of love, like I said, being in reverse, this is a really strong message that you need to stay connected to your spirit guides, to love. Basically, this is like a disconnect from love. This is a disconnect from matters of the heart. This is sometimes can indicate maybe you've gone through a really big breakup, or you're in separation with your person or something like that. But I feel like it implies more like maybe an emotional rift you're having with another person, but this is more really just reflecting about an emotional rift you're having with yourself. You're not being honest with yourself about something that you're feeling, and you really need to look into it, because until you do, it's just going to be presented to you. So you could be staying connected to someone or talking to someone based off superficial reasons, but at a deeper level, there's something else going on within you that you're just not wanting to see. The universe is presenting it to you, honestly, whether you want to see it or not. And you're just wondering, why does this keep happening? Why do I keep meeting the same people? Why do people keep doubting me? Or why do I keep getting rejected with jobs or with people or with love? There's something that you're missing, and it's something to do with how you feel about yourself, honestly, deep within yourself. So this is not anything to be ashamed of, or anything to feel bad about, or to feel, what's the word I was going to use? Deny, or to ashamed, I guess. Because that's what's keeping it repressed. That's what's keeping it kind of running the show, so to speak, in your subconscious. You need to bring it up. You need to kind of be honest with yourself and tell yourself, okay, where am I rejecting myself? Where am I doubting myself? Where am I not giving myself the love? And I'm looking to the outside world and to people for love, for acceptance, for confidence. You're placing all your power in the hands of other people and other things, and that's what's making you really miserable on the inside. And you may seem, like I said, I feel like you seem like you have everything going on the outside, but on the inside, it is just kind of, I don't want to say a mess, but it is, if it's not handled, it could be kind of messy later down the road. So there's a longing for something. I feel like you're longing for someone. You're longing to come back together. I really feel like this is a group where you are in separation with your person. This is like a divine counterpart type of situation, and you're longing to be with them. And no matter how you present yourself to the world and to family, you are wanting to be with your person deep down. You are wanting to see them. You're wanting to just move towards them. You're wanting to move on with them. But I feel like you're moving on without them, and it's making you feel, I don't know why I heard fake, but it's making you feel not genuine. It's making you feel disauthentic, because you want to move on with your person. And instead of you kind of accepting that and telling yourself that's the real reason why, or telling yourself, you know, it's okay to miss them. It's okay to want to build with them. It's okay. You're kind of just ignoring it and just moving on and pretending everything's okay. For some of you, that's going to resonate. Not for all of you, but I do feel for a lot of you, like this is about a separation from your person. I feel like you just long to be with them and you're just finding yourself unable to let go. So if it's not about your person, this is about a situation. This is about maybe a particular friendship, or it has to do with love. So it could be about a job as well. It could be about a career. Maybe you had to leave an old job or a career that you love to start over, and or maybe you left something thinking you left a situation or a loved one or a job to go after this new job, but maybe because this new situation presented itself to be really magical and great, but deep down you're just like, I miss my old job, I miss my old friends, I miss my old home, you know, maybe you moved or something like that. But I just feel like you may feel like you're unable to let go, and this angel of love is telling you that it's time to release anything toxic. So it could be you're holding on to something toxic that's not even for you. You could feel like you're holding on to something unrequited. Like it might be an unrequited attachment to something. And for some of you, it's gonna be different for all of you. For some of you, it's a person. For others of you, it's a way of thinking, it's a way of acting, it's a way of being. For others of you, it's a place where you used to live. It's just going to be different. I'm getting so many different things. So it's going to be different for everyone. But there is like an unrequited attachment that you may be holding on to. And the universe is waiting for you to free your heart and open your life to the present moment and honor the love that you so rightfully deserve. Because you're holding on to a relationship of some kind that is not something you deserve. And if this is about your divine counterpart, I feel like you may be holding on to your old way of being with your person, like an old way of like relating to your person, an old dynamic that you used to have, because you haven't heard from them and you are in separation, so you both can grow up and mature and become the best versions of yourself and be more mindful and be more in flow and be more in this place of love. So you may be holding on to a dynamic with your person that you may need to let go. Like maybe you miss this person messaging you, but when they message you, they only message you like once a week or once every 2 weeks, and you're missing that. And that is not a place of love. That's not healthy. That's not, in flow state. I feel like you could be holding, that's just one example. So it could be anything. You have to look into it for yourself, but there's something you're not telling yourself about why you're holding on to something or why you want something, or pretending to be okay with something and you're not okay with it. So this is really asking you to look in the mirror and see that love is with you. You are love. Know that you are worthy of true unconditional love. Know that you are worthy of sharing this emotion with another, giving this to yourself, and this being received from other people. Because right now, I don't feel like you're receiving the love that you deserve, honestly. And a lot of this is because you're not giving yourself the love that you deserve. So it's just like a mirroring thing. It's like, maybe you look at it as like a game or like a thing, like where you just like, okay, if I want to receive love, I have to give myself the love that I'm wanting to receive. So if I want someone to pay attention to me or check up on me every day, I have to check up on myself every day. I have to make sure that I'm good. I have to talk to myself like I'm my own partner, basically. And whatever situation this is, just like apply it to whatever area of life that this resonates for. But I do feel like there is going to be a really big breakthrough, honestly, with Believe in the Impossible and Abundance. Once you shift your perspective and you get in this flow state and you get in this place of like loving yourself and really focused and elevating your frequency, and you're just in this place of like self-therapy, self-love, there's going to be an overflow of abundance, and you're not going to believe this abundance. It's like, this is like, we have the blue moon, so this is like once in a blue moon that this thing kind of comes into your life, because I feel like you're getting a second chance at something. And like I said, this could be with your person, but you're kind of holding on to the old ways of being, and you need to let that go so you can have this new way of being with your person, a new way of being like, being more mindful, awareness of your thoughts without judgment. Maybe you really judge your thoughts, you judge what you think, you judge what others think, and so maybe other people are judging what you think, or just not being really mindful with you, because you need to be mindful with yourself. This is also about practicing your breathing, meditation, being present, you know, doing things with grace and confidence, knowing that you're not perfect, but you're perfect to yourself and you're perfect to the right person and you're perfect in the eyes of the universe. You know, everyone's perfect the way they are. And, you know, perfection is very objective. I feel it's very like, you know, we're all perfect the way we are. We don't need to be something else to be perfect. You're perfect just the way you are. You just need to accept yourself and know that this new desired reality is already present in your life. If you want to be with your person, you're already with your person. You know what I'm saying? Make that your like focus, you know, like I said, talk to yourself like as if you were your person talking to you in this present moment. You know, you just I feel like there's a really strong energy of needing to be present in your life, be present with yourself, and a really strong energy of being vibrationally in alignment with what you want and elevating your vibration and elevating your frequency. And by elevating, I mean letting go of things that are toxic, that are weighing you down energetically, that are weighing you down vibrationally. And you know, you will exude this love in all that you do. You are one. You are already love. You are this love. You don't have to be or try anything. All you have to do is let go of stuff that is not love, because like attracts like. So I feel like you have been attracting people that have not been in this place of love, and the universe is doing this to show you that you are not loving yourself, even though you're more than deserving and worthy of unconditional love. So this is really about self-love, moving away, because we have the Six of Swords. That's about moving away from any challenges and moving away from any rough waters, rough emotions, and just, you know, making your peace of mind your number one priority and focusing on yourself. With the Eight of Cups reversed, though, you could be thinking that you're doing the wrong thing by letting this go, that you are wanting to kind of go back to the old ways of being, to the old ways of doing, because you're used to that and it's familiar, but also it's not what you want to go back to. You're just, like I said, it's kind of like a comfort zone. It's not going to make you happy. You're going back to it because, like I said, like you're used to it. And you just need to focus on love, focus on being love, focus on yourself, focus on what you want to manifest in this reality, because what you want to manifest, like I said, is already present with you. So believe in the impossible. Believe that if you want to get back with your person, you will get back with your person. The Judgment always talks to me about reconciliation and coming back together. Even though it's in reverse, it just means it's blocked right now until you release what you need to release. But it will turn upright and then you can come back with your person. But there needs to be a really like big focus on yourself right now and what you're thinking and why you're thinking it and what you're doing and why you're doing it. The next 1 to 3 days are going to be really significant for this. So from 1 to 3 days from when you watch this, you're going to see yourself shift and go through this process of really like peeling yourself like an onion, like getting to the core root of what's going on, of why you want something that may have been toxic or an unrequited love or something like that. Whether this is a love, a person, a job, a place, like I said, apply it to whatever area you feel fits. But this is really about being honest with yourself about what you deserve and what you want and sticking to it, not going back, and maybe getting to the root of why you want to go back in the first place, you know? So, but I feel like you're making a lot of great progress. I feel like there's a lot of great things coming for you and coming towards you. You just have to trust yourself and be honest with yourself and know that you are worthy. Know that you are a boss. You are, you know, the shit. You are the person that you just deserve the whole world, the universe, and you're going to give it to yourself if no one else wants to give it to you. And with that energy, you're going to attract people who just want to give you stuff because you know that you're worthy of it and you know that you're deserving of it. So I'm going to leave it there. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this resonated. If not, feel free to pick another pile if you feel guided to do so. I'm sending you so much love and light. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you all later. Take care. Hello, pile 4, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Hematite stone, this is your reading for the message you need to hear right now. So we have some challenging energies, some very tricky stuff we're working with. I feel like a lot of you are going through a very challenging or tricky time. There's a lot of things happening. There's a lot of restructuring happening in your life. There's a lot of things that are changing for the better, though. So this is happening for a reason. Obviously, the universe always works in your favor. Everything's happening for a reason, but I feel like it may be causing a lot of mental exhaustion, a lot of frustration, a lot of anxieties, fears, worries, a lot of maybe coldness or brashness, or just a lot of maybe deceptiveness in a way, a lot of maybe sneaky behaviors. I don't know, from you or from other people. I'm getting this from you. I don't know why, but maybe you're just not being completely honest about what's going on. If people ask you, you're just kind of like being elusive or being a little bit distant or cold towards people. And it's not because, you know, you don't care about these people. I just feel like you just have a lot going on and you just don't really want to discuss it, or you just don't want to get caught up in drama about it or anything. You just want to have it handled. It's already making you exhausted and you frustrated, so why add more fuel to the fire type of thing. If this is not the case, then I do feel like there is someone around you that could be acting a little bit deceptive, be acting a little bit like they're not telling you the complete truth, like they're omitting certain things, or they're just being sneaky or being really like mean, because we have the King of Swords in reverse, being really harsh or just maybe a little hostile. And I feel like it's kind of nagging at you on a deeper level. You may present as you don't really care, but maybe you're having nightmares about this situation or this hostile person or this person that's not really telling you the truth, and you know it, and maybe you just don't want to confront this person. So those are two things I'm getting. I feel like over the next 5 days, since we have that card here, you're going to see a lot of things change. It may seem a little bit uncomfortable and scary, maybe a little bit of a crisis type thing, but don't worry, because it's going to allow you to grow your success. This could be something to do with a job, I feel, some type of work situation, some type of, maybe you're worried about money, you're worried about your abundance, you're worried about staying on your path, creating the lifestyle that you want, creating the reality that you want through this career, through this project, through manifesting what you want to manifest. But there's about to be an improvement in your finances, and you are going to manifest the right people in your life. So if you're worried about, you know, you needing help with something, money, work, whatever, finances, career, you are going to meet the right people to give you that help and to give you that support. I would just be, there's someone around you that's like not telling you the truth about something. And I don't know if this is, you know what, I'm going to pull on this because I feel like I don't want to say it, but I just want to make sure before I say it, because it's very, I feel like it doesn't belong, honestly. I don't know. We'll see. So let me pull really quick on the Seven of Swords here at the end, just so I get the full picture and message of what's going on with you guys. Okay. So we have here the Six of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Six of Cups. Ooh, and then the Tower underneath. Okay. So this is going to be different for everyone, but this is about a relationship. So whether this is a relationship or romantic, I do feel like 50% of you, this is going to be a romantic relationship that you're in or that you're wanting to get in, or a situationship. For others of you, this is going to possibly be a sibling. I was picking that up, but I didn't want to say something. Okay, so, or like a family member. It doesn't have to be a sibling, but it could be a family member. But anyway, so the Six of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Six of Cups speak about, you know, clarifying the Seven of Swords, that you may, I feel like you want to tell the truth. There's some type of truth coming to light about some type of relationship or reconciliation or meeting up or coming together. I feel like you or this other person may be hesitant to tell or speak their truth. I feel like there's going to be something spoken that is of the truth, like, but this person or you are afraid to speak it. So whatever is going on, there needs to be more clarity. And whatever this truth is, it's going to rebuild your foundation. So it could be really shocking what this person has to say. It's not bad, but I feel like it will change things for the better, but you may not see that this is going to change for the better. This could be that this person wants to move towards you, or wants to move somewhere else, or wants to do something else. Guys, I'm feeling this is like a good energy, but I feel like you may not be taking it that way. Whether this is you telling this person that you want to move or do something else, or this person telling you want to move or do something else. This is happening also for a very particular reason with the Tower being in reverse. It's happening because there needs to be a new foundation built in this connection. There needs to be a foundation of truth, love, consideration, compassion, calmness, and I feel like that is not present in this relationship at this time. So over the next 5 days, you may hear something from either, like I said, a romantic partner, a sibling, a family member that will really kind of maybe shake things up a little bit, but you'll see things clearly. You'll see where this person is. You'll see who this person is. I don't think there's going to be any like fighting or harshness or anything like that. And also, I feel like you see this coming. I feel like this is something that you see coming, this person telling you something, and that you're worried about them telling you because you're worried that, I don't know, it's going to cause a fight or it's going to cause some type of breakup or some type of separation of some kind, and it's not, because right under the Tower we have the Sun. So this is technically good news. I just feel like it's like the way that you perceive it you may not perceive it as good news, but it is good news. And if you perceive it as something difficult or challenging, it won't last long. You're going to see the truth of the matter very like shortly after this person tells you this, or shortly after you tell this person this person could respond in a way where they just are, if this is you telling your person something that you've been meaning to tell them, but you've kind of been hesitant to tell them because you're scared of the reaction, or you're scared that they're not going to understand, or you're scared that it's going to cause a separation or breakup, your person may react a little bit cold towards you for a little bit, or very harsh or very blunt or very like sharp with you, but then shortly after, like, you're gonna see the sun, like you're gonna see like happy times, like your person's gonna come to the conclusion like, okay, like this is actually a good thing, this is actually for the best, because you know I'm want to do this and this, and I can do this and this with this, you know what I mean? You're gonna see it for what it is. There's gonna be a solution, basically, especially since we have conclusions are within reach. So there's gonna be a solution to something that's been nagging at you mentally. Whether this is you having to have a conversation with someone, you anticipating this conversation to be had with someone, like someone telling you something, there's going to be a conclusion. It's not going to be hostile. We do have the hostility card here, but it is in reverse, so it's not gonna be as dramatic or hurtful or painful as you think. It's just gonna shock you. It's going to change things, but it's changing things for the better, because this needed to be changed anyways. Honestly, this is a relationship with whoever this is with that needed to be built on truth, because it's been built on deceptive energies. It's been built on like lies, I guess you could say. Nothing like shady lies, but just, you know, maybe both of you not presenting yourself as authentically as you could, or maybe both of you being scared to tell the truth, or not allowing yourselves to really be yourself with each other, or something like that. It's not as crazy. It's very minor, and it's something that is going to be handled, but it is going to change things. It is going to shake things up a little bit here. That could be the crisis, the restructuring of your life with this person. Maybe you want to restructure, maybe you want to move, maybe you want to do something different, and you telling this person you're just like crazy nervous about, because you don't think they're going to respond. They're not going to like be supportive, or they're not going to want to do what you want to do, or something like that. But they're going to end up, honestly, in the end, doing what you did. Actually, it's going to work out in terms of like, because if we have growing success here, so it's going to work out abundant for both of you. You both are going to be better off with this new change than how you were before, if that makes sense. I don't know why I can't get my words right, but you understand what I'm trying to say. So okay, so that was a really particular message, but I feel like that's kind of generally the whole reading here, especially with the well being first. This well is like an extra tarot deck in the, what tarot deck is this? The Ethereal Visions. It's like an extra major arcana card, and it represents Gaia, so Earth. So this card speaks about, and it's in the upright, so I feel like you could have a new idea to move. I don't know, I'm getting moving, but I'm getting this could be about a move, and or it could just be about idea or something you want to do, a new business, because you have growing success, a new way of doing something. Maybe you want to travel, maybe you want a vacation somewhere, I don't know, but this is about a transformation as well. So I do feel like there's this new opportunity that's going to be presented to you, but you're going to have to change some things. You're going to have to tell someone something that you know they may not like, or you're going to have to, yeah, I feel like that's the gist of it. But this is something that is coming to you. It's like natural. This is like a natural change that has to happen. So maybe you're looking for a new career, maybe you're wanting a career move, and you found your career move somewhere else abroad or in another city, another state, and you have to move, and it means telling your partner, if you're partnered up, that you have to move. And so your partner says, okay, well, what about my job? What about this? What about that? And they're going to be upset a little bit, but then I feel like something's going to happen where they'll be like, you know what, actually that's a great place for me to do my stuff because they have openings there, or that's something that I really didn't consider until you brought it up, but I feel like this is beneficial for both of us, you know what I mean? So this is the scenario I'm kind of seeing here. And with the well being the first one out, I feel like it's definitely going to work in your favor, and this is something that's just has to happen. It's just meant to happen. It's just a natural part of life, and you're going to find a lot of helpful people in this process of this change. You are basically clearing your space and bringing in new solutions and bringing in new ideas and inspirations because you want this abundance. You're growing your success. You're going on this new path. You're improving your path that you're on, if that's the case. You're manifesting new ideas and abundance and affluences and all this stuff, and you're letting go of any hostilities or any hostile people. I do feel here, I'm going to clarify the King of Swords because that actually is bothering me as well. I do feel like you are going to be enjoying yourself shortly after this restructuring is happening, because you're going to notice your deepest needs and emotions, and you're just going to allow the situation to unfold. It's almost like if this is you telling someone, a sibling or whoever, the truth about something that you want to do, it's like you feel really calm getting it off your chest. Like you're just like, oh, what a relief. Now I don't have to worry about it. But then like now the worry is kind of maybe on them. But you're like not worried about it, but you're more just like, okay, they'll come around hopefully, but you feel so good that you're just like, this person is bound to come around. Like I think maybe you were more nervous about telling this person the thing, or this person telling you the thing, than you are about their reaction to it, if that makes sense. But the answers are going to come. This person is going to come to you with a whole new higher outlook. There's like this highest possible outcome is going to be received through this change. You're going to be living your best life. You're going to have amazing experiences. You're going to be having this like infinite potential. I feel like you're just creating a whole new reality and life for yourself. And you're no longer wanting to be deceptive to people. You're no longer wanting to hold your truth back. You're no longer wanting to pretend to be something that you're not. You're wanting to come correct and be honest and live your life the way that you want to live your life, even if it means shaking things up. And shaking things up, I feel like, is more like the tower moment, like we saw when I was clarifying this. Like, it's meant to happen. It's almost like a divine intervention, because things weren't growing from your path that you are on now. So things needed to change. So let me just clarify the King of Swords in reverse really quick, just because now I'm feeling like that card doesn't belong, but we'll see. So we have the Fool, the Queen of Wands, and the Emperor, and then at the bottom we have Strength. So this could be a partner. This could be a parental figure. This could be a boss. You could be telling your boss you want to like move and do something different, This is someone who is really confident, this is someone who may present themselves one way, but they're actually like really like easygoing and allowing. I feel like this may be your perception of this person being this King of Swords in reverse, but deep down they're actually quite stable, and they're very like open-minded. They're very confident. They believe in you. It's not because if this person has attitude or feels or like responds in a way that's really harsh or brash, it's not because they don't believe in you. It's not because they don't want you to have this new start. It's not because they like deep down don't even want this new start themselves. It's just this person hasn't learned how to like kind of integrate this person is very mature. Let me just say this. This person is very like more mature, more stable, more grounded than you are aware of. They just haven't learned how to integrate it or communicate it. Does that make sense? So I feel like that's what you're afraid of. Like you could be afraid of you could just see this person as someone that's hard to talk to, but they're actually really not. Even though they may respond very like they're difficult, but deep down they know the truth. They know that they're ready for this new start. I feel like they're just scared. I feel like they're just like, hesitant to kind of take that leap of faith and like move somewhere else, or have you move somewhere else, or have you work somewhere else, or something like that. It's going to be different for everyone. I'm getting so many stories here, so I hope this is making sense. But the gist of it is there's going to be a restructuring. It comes with this communication with someone, whether you're giving this or receiving this, and it's going to be a little rough in the beginning, but it will all work out in the end. Basically, conclusions are within reach with this full moon eclipse, and I believe we have a full moon eclipse. I want to say, don't quote me, but it's either in June or July. So that could be a significant time. This could be around June or July where you might like finally get your conclusion of what you want to do, or this person may give you that conclusion of what how they feel about whatever you told them, and or vice versa. Like that's an important time. Like June, July is a very important time. So I feel like everything's going to work out the way it's supposed to. Whatever you choose to do, whatever information you receive is going to allow you to grow your success. You may not see it that way because you may be really uncomfortable with change, but this is for your best. This is for you to also live your best life, like I said, and have amazing experiences and have the highest possible outcome, and to relax, enjoy yourself. You just have to have faith. You just need to think in a solution-oriented way instead of a problem-oriented way. And just allow the situation to unfold and allow the answers to come to you, whether through the divine or through other people, through these helpful people. Maybe you ask for advice when you receive this information and you get the answers you need to start over in a new way. This could be a new way of doing your career or work situation as well. I feel like there could be a crisis where you have to change locations, or you have to change your how you work, or where you work, or what you're working on, and you may be hesitant to do so. But the more that you can just relax and kind of have faith that this is happening for your best interest, the more that you're going to see your success grow with this. This is going to be something like, why was I even hesitant about it to begin with? Why did I even like not want to do it? Why did I react that way? Like, this is making me more successful, giving me more abundance than what I was doing before. So yeah, so that is what I see for you guys. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this presented you with some type of guidance and clarity to your situation. I know it was kind of specific, but I felt like that was what came through. So that's what needed to be said. So feel free to check another pile if you feel guided to do so. I'm sending you all so much love and light. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you all later. Take care.